matchup with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, defense, let's go.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Ready. 59. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step 2.
On first down, Jones. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Ryan to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. So they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
60 or.
Quick, get on the quick right.
Look at me. Go, go.
He's tired of me.
Hey, zoom.
Slam.
Five.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
50.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Let's go. Ready?
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Rush in.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Jones now off the play fake. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Touchdown, Carolina! Ian Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K'Wan Short make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an... And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down now, it's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Check. Check. Hot route. Hot. Out. 39.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. The open man is Smith. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Ryan. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Sam, get it.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now it's the backup Greer. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Let's go. 18, Gator. Pilot, 64, weak. Leo. Hey, Foxtrot. 2.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Ready,
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
45 the mic. I got you.
Yeah. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Jones. Got his target, Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first. Down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that would be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check it back, check it back. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. On 1st down, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Jones. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's McCaffrey. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Throwing, Jones. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Gano's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Ryan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Ryan, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 28 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A gain of 32 that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one good for 33 in the first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Grady Jarrett, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
45. Hey, Echo. Go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 45. Time to go. Night.
Hey.
Looking to throw. Jones going for it all. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Jones. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DeAndrew White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back into 24.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, Ryan completes it to Lee. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
20.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Here's Ryan. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Squeeze. Now.
Tighten up.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Jones looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play.
This is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it'll be 3rd down.
On the ready.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Thomas has got it. Complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
70, Indy.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ryan. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. And now they're going to get the timeout.
Here we go.
A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.